Joining us once again in the studio is TV personality and journalist Jenny Anchondo. She's also the host of Everything You Want to Know About.
Yes.
And of course, last week we talked about shoes.
Yes, getting organized.
We got organized. By the way, I pick RV also, just for the record.
It would be organized if you came with us.
It would be very organized. So what I'm doing for this series is going really in depth on topics that can be helpful to people. Anything that somebody can watch and learn something, we're going in depth on. So in the closet series, I wanted to figure out a system. You know what I mean? Like a step-by-step process that everybody can follow. Do either of you have a system currently for your closet?
I used to, but I don't anymore. It is a free-for-all.
Well, we all have kids, right?
Yes.
I think it just kinda, and they're growing, and the sizes are changing so rapidly.
Yes.
So I interviewed a woman named Katrina Teeple who has a business called Operation Organization, and she is going to take us step by step to figure out how to organize our closets. All right, now Katrina is going to tell us about her START method as we try to get on her level. Okay, so what's the S in START?
Okay, so START is a little acronym I made up to help you get started on any organizational process. So S stands for sort. So the reason we start with sort before we toss is because you need to see all your items in a group before you decide, you know, what you're keeping and what you're getting rid of. So you need clarity. So for me, if I was going to start, I wouldn't pull everything out of my closet because that's a lot of work. What I would do is I would look and see things that are out of place. Here's a blouse, and I would put it with the blouses, because what you're doing there is you're sorting and getting things grouped so then you can take a look and see what you want to get rid of. When you can't see everything together, you have a blouse over here, blouse down here, you can't make a great educated decision.
So we sort, then what's T?
So T is for toss, and by toss I mean literally take something off the hanger that you don't want anymore and
all right, it's out of here.
Okay. Doesn't mean you have to toss
one free spot to buy something new.
That's right. It doesn't mean that you toss it in the trash. Toss it in donate pile. Right.
Okay, so what's A in the acronym?
A is assess. So once you toss, you need to assess your space and assess how much you have.
Like I said, that assess we can buy something new for that one hanger.
That's right. You could assess that you might want to leave a little more space between your hangers.
Okay.
But assessing your space means I might want to leave my blouses here, or I might want to move them over to another area. And then I'm also assessing how much I need to purchase or, you know, find. So I might need more hangers.
Sure. Okay. So STAR. What's R?
Okay. So R is reorganize. This is the nitty-gritty part where you get to actually reorganize all of your belongings that you're keeping. You don't want to reorganize as you go, because if you don't see things all collectively together, you won't be able to reorganize them in a space.
And finally, T.
T is test your system. So once you reorganize, it is a system that you're setting into place, and you want to test your system, because I might not be able to reach something I frequently use, or I might have made a bin too heavy for me to get down. So test and tweak your system if you need to.
Everything you want to know about your closet.
Yeah.
A lot of organizers suggest getting rid of or throwing everything out and then going through it, and to me that seemed really, it just
overwhelming.
So overwhelming.
Totally.
So I like this system a little bit better.
Absolutely. I've done that, and I end up making popcorn and watching a show with a pile of clothes next to me on my bed. It gets me nowhere.
And then Instagramming it.
I want to, exactly. I'm a pig. Yeah.
Hashtag I'm a pig. To find more of these videos, because I know you go over whiskey and all kinds of things. Where
Yes, so we go really in depth on very specific topics. So it's everything you want to know about on Instagram and on YouTube, and then you can follow me, Jenny Anchondo, for those links as well.
Yeah.
Jenny Anchondo.
You guys are awesome. We're ready to get organized.
Yeah.
Some of us can do a better job than others.